maybe right now you're just waiting until you get somewhere in life, you're planning, they're seeing the things. Come on, if circumstances were different.
Yeah.
But then
Hello guys. Welcome to
We Said What We Said. You with me, Robinson,
aka
Plant Daddy, and this is
Chisomo, aka, or you can call me Chica.
Chicarita.
Hey, and again, this is We Said
What We Said.
And we're back with another one.
Hey, with another banger.
I kind of liked the other conversation we had, the previous episode we had. It was so fun to even edit. It was so fun.
I forgot. Yeah.
We're talking about my happy couples and 22 fighting, Chanchani. Yeah. Yeah. I liked it. It was even nice to edit, honestly.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, you go watch. I'll go watch it because I've done so many episodes of my memories. Like, hey, I'm forgetting.
And plus, it's kind of also hard to watch yourself. I feel like most people don't talk about how hard it is to awake.
Or in front of the camera.
You're literally awake with the camera. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes, when you're recording other people, like co-workers, hey, what can I do? We're down to 500. But don't worry, you get used to the camera. You're gonna be okay. That's what I usually tell people. It's not this is my both first day, but
definitely you get used to it.
You get used to it.
Come on, say we've been doing this for a few months, so maybe we need to give them a little credit.
Maybe like 2 years or something.
Hey, but I think we're used to it. I feel like it's even easier to talk to the camera than talk in public for me.
Oh?
Hey, I know I'd rather talk to the camera than talk in public. Because, in public, you can see and but then when you post it, you don't know.
Someone you really enjoyed those online classes, huh?
I loved those online classes.
During COVID?
Nah, then I was participating.
Someone class so you.
Seriously, I was sitting in class, but during online classes, I loved it. Even when it comes to presenting.
I think I actually got used to the whole class thing. I was just a girl, but now you can go on campus. I found it a bit weird to adapt back to lockdown. But yeah, this video my glass. See now that now I'm gonna say neighbor guys.
Oh yes,
I was so chubby during lockdown.
You saw the video I posted on Brenda's birthday?
No.
Yeah. And I have this other video. The other time I was going through my Google Photos, I think Snapchat. There was a video in there go at a house party. Oh my god, I'm like, Robbie, from you saw this video.
What was I doing?
Let's just say goodie. Hey Robbie, you're on my phone.
What was I doing?
But don't worry, it's safe with me.
But I was chubby, eh?
Yes! Our friends back then, okay, I can't mention their names, but...
Hey, don't say it, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
I can't mention their names, but I think our friends that we used to party with, they know. Yeah. If they ever find this video, they know that.
They used to call me Magic Robbie.
Oh!
That's the one?
I don't know. This one, there was magic in this video.
I hope it wasn't juju.
I know, but I think you were just, okay, maybe people's minds not to go for no, you were just dancing. You were just dancing.
With who?
Hey.
Or on?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that. No, that was a dark time.
Please.
Like your first taste of, what can I say, freedom? Now you're discovering, you're still trying to know your gauge.
Yeah, you know yourself.
You know your gauge. Good evening. Okay, I'm so quiet, but then if I take a little bit of this, now I'm like Dora the Explorer. If you know what I mean.
Right. Alright, even talking about freedom actually. Before we do get to our segment, I think about our topic is going to be about being at home in your mid to late 20s. that is basically what we're going to talk about. Because there are some of you guys that are home in your late 20s, some even their 30s. And obviously that comes with its limitations. Yeah, but no, before we do get to the topic, we usually get to how was your week, but we're going to change that segment to what has made you stop to think this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, am I starting?
Oh, you are starting.
Okay.
Because
So,
I think this bank collect Mao
what has been on my mind
this week.
this week? Okay, have you guys ever heard of retrenchment?
Yeah. No, I haven't. Honestly, I didn't hear it up until you told me about it.
Retrenchment, yeah? It's when the
Yeah.
company is cutting down.
And
Right? So, I unfortunately went through that.
that's
It
what you
was-
posted on the LinkedIn page. Eh?
Yeah. It was all of a sudden, but I understood because I was seeing it happen anyways.
Yeah.
So it happened to me, right? So I stayed. After that, I was just at home. So currently I'm not working. I was at home. You know, luckily I still have the business, yeah, the plant business and everything. I'm looking at things, I'm advertising, people are asking. I had some money in my account
Okay.
that I didn't see it move. It didn't even flinch for like a week. So I was in my mind, I was in my head. I'm like,
Come on.
come on, wait. I've been working for, currently I have 3 years to 4 years experience in working. Yeah. What have I really gained, right? It's just, maybe working just comes with a name as well. But I'm working, or your parents, it carries confidence. But somehow she's working now, so she's not a bum.
They think my parents, they really tied down because they think ukamakala kunyumba kuja, they're like ukukala kubanga jani, you know. They mean that when you're working for them, it's like kubanga jina jaga, that you're being productive.
Well, now you're still under their roof, but you see where I'm going with this, yeah?
Yes, I get what you mean.
Yeah. So I'm there. I'm like, wait. If I was working,
Yeah.
But then I've worked for more than 4 years now, and 3 years, and I'm like, what do I have on the table, like for real? Ever since I started working, I'm still every new job you get, you're back on probation. But it's always like the same cycle.
Now you're waiting.
Yeah, it's like the same. Maybe you find a better job, but it's still the same cycle. You go through probation. I'll go and say I'm with like 5 months, and time is what? Time is going.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, what if that time I had started like a business? In that 3 to 4 years, I've invested in me, in something I'm building, right?
Yes, exactly.
Would I have still been in this situation?
Of goody.
But I'm still at my parents. I am still, I'm working, but then like the money is not enough. I'm still complaining.
Yeah.
But I'm still, it is what it is, because now jobs are hard to find. I have a job and I'm good. My parents are happy. So that's what I've been pondering. Yeah, I'm like, wait.
Are hard to find.
If I invested in a business,
yeah. Therefore, you it is more like grieving the time you're good. You are now working, the amount of time you invested in that. More of transport, lunch, and all the money is going to that. And then you're looking at yourself, you're like, okay, excuse me, how much do I have left?
I was doing subtraction. I'm no longer moving as much. Transport is cut. It's already cut.
We just need to I don't know, give it grace, because I feel like maybe each job taught you something about yourself. Because then maybe by that time, so your mind was so somewhere else. Business time, you were trying to figure out getting the bank business.
And one is a bunch.
Yeah, but also I do get grieving the time, because ukamagwira ntchito umakhala uli busy, you don't even have time kuti upange concentrate pa zina. I mean, you kind of try to split some of the time for some things kuti you're like mina izizi ndipanga kupush kuto koma no, you guys, you don't have time for yourself because it's 7 to 5.
But you're actually very right about this whole experience.
Yes.
It's actually taught me like a lot.
Yeah, and it kind of also makes you trust your abilities a bit more.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's all I can say. I think once you get your first job or your first internship, kuyamba umaopa kuti I need to be the best employee. But oh my God, you guys, you burn yourself out.
Hey, being the best.
You can't fully be the best. You're gonna be good someday, one day the best. But okay, don't be a bad employee, please.
Hey, please try not to.
Hey.
You see,
now we're saying I said about being a good employee, and then you're like, we heard it on We Said What We Said. They're like, you shouldn't work on being a good. No, be at least a good employee. Someone your boss cannot be complaining about you 24/7. This is why.
But enough about me.
Yeah.
I think in that mogweza. Mama Nairobi gishugulira
so. But komweko.
Yeah, so.
No, I'm glad that you've landed on something. I do encourage you to continue with your business. Seriously, I think I've been mentioning that. Do that. Continue.
Eh?
Seriously, I feel like if I got to someone was like, if I did have a bit of money, I think I would just be at home and start something. But right now, I don't know what to start yet. I have thought of so many businesses.
Oh.
That Nangoka, I'm like, yeah.
But have you ever executed just one? The
makeup one.
The makeup one.
Yeah, coming with time and work. But I kind of want to get back to. I do want to get back to it. But hey, I'm not sure where to start from.
Makeup.
Yeah.
You can start from here, like.
Yeah. Anyways, those are the things that are cooking. So that is something that did leave the table. And I mean, sometimes I still get people calling me here and they go, I heard in Mavanga. I'm like, I'm there. I don't refuse. I mean, just because I am not practicing it 100%, it doesn't mean I should just throw it. But I just need to learn how to manage that business well. Maybe that's, yeah.
Okay. So what has been pondering, boiling
on my mind this week? Hey, you guys have been sick. Oh.
But
and I think what has been on my mind this week is more like, do I really know how to really sit down and rest? Because then being sick forced me and there were times I'm like, I don't like this. I feel so weak. And now you're also telling your boss, I'm not feeling well. And you're like, my boss is going to start to think, I'm being incompetent, type of situation. Because I was home, I think, almost the whole week, honestly. I never going to be a Friday.
Oh?
Yeah.
Monday, we're gonna Friday.
Man, because Fridays was in Navide. The other week, Fridays in Navide. And then Saturday, that's when I think sickness, like, I started to really feel it. And in your guys, mama, because I did not want to be sick. But then I think it was more like when the universe actually tells you to rest, I feel like your body finds ways to tell you to rest. I feel like your body does. And are you really listening to it? Because I really had to listen at some point. I'm like, okay, I accept maybe this is not one of those times where I can be strong again. Yeah. They ain't now and that yeah, and then I think if I did go out was just on a Sunday and to work to sign my forms, and on that Sunday was just food, because I just can't be at home. I know I couldn't do better, but I just can't be at home. No, that's how it is.
Oh, so that's how it feels being sick, one, right? At least today, as long as I can move,
as long as I
can drive.
I think then my body was like, Iwe, ugona. Nde ugona ni magona need, guys. I feel like I haven't slept like that since I was in uni.
Oh,
Yeah, like I haven't slept like that since I was in uni. Honestly.
the whole day.
The whole
Mira
day.
uzuka mazulu.
Yeah, mpaka Thursday, like, I knew Thursday good I need to go to work on Friday because, hey, tubanga mangova zinazagi, some ka weakness kena gagi. Went to go for a walk, and I'm like, yo, I almost died. Okay, no, I'm exaggerating the dying part.
But how are you currently?
But currently, I'm good. Even Mawanga, you can hear it. You can hear good.
Kuri mulika energy.
Mulika energy, because for the past few, for the last week, Mango Vega I had a flu. You could tell I had a flu. You know, come on, no. I even like it. I'm actually glad you guys didn't have to hear me with the flu.
Eh.
Because in Ogumane do Sunday, remember?
Oh, eh.
I think I don't know if I told you couldn't do otherwise I'd have been here coughing kobo.
Eh, kumaliga na karu editing. Bula.
And after each minute
Wadula.
Nimpaka utoba ndo ngoti basi sisiena kama
Masumwa basira ma viewers. Small basira and tour like it's contagious, isn't it?
Yeah, so with that, let's get to our topic.
Luckily, we've already
covered base.
We've already touched base with the topic.
Yeah. So we're again to remind you guys, we're talking about staying at home with your parents as a young adult in their either mid-20s, late 20s, even early 30s for some. There's some in their 40s.
Don't judge us.
Oh, yeah. Don't judge us. Okay, but I don't
understand us.
But I don't think it's one of those things where somebody can judge you for. Because then, whenever guys, the economy is not good. Okay, it's not even about the economy. But then for you to get to a point where you actually do land a job and have to find yourself on your feet. Because then China, they're getting money, you know? Did you see this guy's birthday? I think his name was JC or something. And Abanga, it was that birthday seemed like it was a Sunday sorry birthday. People were popping champagne. People in Malawi have money. Anyways, it shall be me. It shall be me someday.
This is just social media pressure, guys.
Yeah.
So amazing. Like you don't have to. You know what I mean? And then drama.
Even yeah. I work. I'm telling you, I work in Lindi. I am seeing cars every day.
But
I feel like I'm a banga, but then it's more.
I
feel like this. Oh no, no, Indian movies are or my Pakistan. Okay, Pakistani or Malaysia good. You saw those guys celebrating it. Come on, you don't fully see it like that.
I never really saw a lot of.
Yeah, come on, if it was fun, it was fun. Like it was really.
What is the decor?
Like,
yeah.
Like the owner of the uni that we went to, the daughter was getting married. So from what I heard, it was open bar, and there were all these high class people. You get what I mean? Come on, no one in APU really heard about it, right?
Probably just a few people went.
Just who were invited, even the lectures. Come on, I heard good. It was fancy. Yo. But anyways, the people. Okay, I'm beginning to realize that people with money, some want to show it off, some don't. But hey, we're not to judge. It's your money. Do what it is that you can. Come my friend,
Chonde.
In me, I want to see those things. Me, please invite me to the next birthday.
Invite her. Also, don't post. I don't see kind of personally. Guys, look. Come on, don't give other people pressure. That's how life is supposed to be. To be honest, I'm not hating, but I just say,
it kind of okay. To an extent, I get that it does give you that pressure. I think we did talk about it in one of our episodes about feeling behind, right? But also, when I'm seeing that, I'm like...
And there's a lot of people. Yeah. You know, the other problem is that now, I'm drama. Now, some friends have been
the question is that how... I think maybe the question we need to ask these people is, how are you doing it? Tell us. Kuti, what are the steps? Let us not gatekeep here. Tell us, because so we want to get to that point. Will we post maybe 1 or 2 pictures just to say, oh, I spent time with my family? Okay, no, maybe I'm going to post because then I always I post certain things, everything. Okay, not everything, just certain things, just my highlights. But just tell us, kudumpanga bwanji, so that we know. Anyways, we're diverting.
Really
but with that question, what does being an adult mean? And at what age did you start to feel like an adult? Guys, sometimes I still don't feel like an
adult. So it's like that sort of thing where you meet someone who's younger. They predict your age. They think you're 24.
You're 24, yes.
Banji, because maybe you're around. Have you seen that kind of thing where like an older person adapts? Eh?
Yes.
Come on, no, a young person you cannot adapt to old people. Because I'm on that. Come on. Can't get funny. It's not lining. But an older person you can adapt to the younger generation, right? Because you've been young before. Now some of that. Okay.
Come on, have you met those adults where you're like, how are the screws in your head? Have you met those adults?
Of course, by training.
Okay.
What do you see? But he's married.
Yeah.
How? Man, it's possible.
Do you feel like an adult right now?
Yeah. Yeah. People now will ask the God.
I don't know.
Sorry, Dad.
I'm sorry. Because I kind of feel like adulthood is not what it is now. Maybe I had a whole picture, like I don't know. I didn't think of the. I always tell my siblings, adults are just little babies with responsibility.
I think life really changes right after you have kids. To be honest, I've seen some of my classmates.
Yeah.
If you're watching, I've seen some of my classmates. You saw me like, whenever they are married, they have kids. Next to each other, come on, younger than Danny.
Okay.
So.
Okay, when you call me Big Papa.
So, can we say biologically, economically, scientifically, I think once you have kids, responsibility so with age, they will get stress, maybe even stress eating now because you have so much stress. Maybe you're going out more with the boys because now you're like, a lot of things happen. You're not going to the gym. Panobo munga a young bachelor ngani mamuna. Akukuphikira so ujaba like
zinto zuyenda.
Zinto zuyenda because you're blessed.
So what you're trying to say, you start to feel like an adult after you have that family.
You even look like one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Even when you're a mom. Because
I think the only reason why for me I say I don't feel like an adult now, to be honest with you, for me I feel like I have always felt like Montwanko. Even at the age of 9, 10, 8, 7, seriously, I always thought Montwanko. Like I always felt like I was an adult. And I don't know, that might also be the first one in me, but then I always felt like Montwanko. So now being an adult, I'm just realizing, I still feel like the way I felt when I was younger, but then now I'm realizing as an adult, you just have more responsibilities. Basi. So I don't see the difference. I don't know. I expected it to be different. I mean, am I wiser? Oh, definitely.
Are the numbers high? Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. The numbers are high. They're really, really high. But we're not complaining. We're like...
Hey, in India, I'm a 30 already.
Yeah. So with that being said, can someone be an adult while staying at home? Can you be an adult?
In your mind, maybe.
Hey, I think it is your job that kind of makes you feel like that. But then you do not have that freedom or that space to make your own rules, or at least exist the way you want to exist. Because ugamakala weka, I think even you yourself, you've said ugamakala weka, it is your schedule. You know what to do. You know what time you should get home. You like how your things should be. You know your routine. Komano gakala ndima golo ago.
Okay, can you and I just be honest?
Yes.
Just now, because I have a friend who told me, but I moved out when I was 18.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When I was 18, so we didn't. But
I moved out.
I moved out. So circumstance. Let's talk about that. Circumstance. But now, the parents are even allowing you
to move,
to stay home. Because you're home. I don't know they're kicking us out. Would have already found a way, because we would have already been out. Or not? But
okay, yeah.
Now the only problem is that right currently the economy is not gonna get better. Economy is not gonna get better.
So what you're saying is that we should move out with the little we have?
Maybe let's talk about you can move out with the little that you have. Come on, struggle and maybe right now you're just waiting until you get somewhere in life, you're planning, they're seeing the things. Come on, if circumstances were different.
Yeah.
But I say, now moved out means like hating. You wouldn't use one over here.
Because I think we as human beings, we underestimate how resourceful we can be, especially in situations where we're trying to survive. But then obviously when you're trying to survive, also mental space also kind of feels cluttered. So, hey, I don't know.
Balance.
Guess pick your struggle, eh?
Balance.
So, in this case, we have picked the struggle of staying with parents.
With family, maybe waiting.
While you get yourself somewhere.
I don't know about you. Kudi, what's your... Have you given yourself like an age limit where you're like, okay, I'm getting old, but by this time, I should move?
By 30.
Same.
By 30, I should move.
Same.
So I've given myself like a little room where at least maybe in the meantime, because I'm sure there's some people, I don't know other people's living situations. For me, it's okay. I mean, other than realizing, Kuti, I have to move according to my parents' time. And sometimes your parents don't forget that magula. Sometimes they forget that magula. Other than that, I'm okay, you know? I'm okay. And also as long as your parents are also supporting you. Because parents when I do nditu magula when they get out. You know? So we also need to realize.
Some mavulisa wambi. When you kanga no mavulisa no without tamagisa kwa?
Because I feel like also sometimes our parents don't understand how much we really limit. We want to. There's so many things you want to do, but you're like, I respect you, and I respect your home. I respect your house because I understand that you have built your house a certain way. I need to build mine a certain way. Because apparently, adults don't stay with their parents.
As long as you're under my roof.
As long as you're under my roof. Yeah. So with that being said, the realities, what was your realities of staying in Kunyumba?
Okay. My reality.
Like, what were the biggest benefits?
Okay, the biggest benefit is that, after uni, I came back and I was looking for a job.
Yeah.
There's no way we didn't need to go figure. I'm figure moving out, you see? So sometimes I find it hard to really do multiple things at the same time. Look, within time in Chiro. Renti, Geka, move out because I feel like, I'm grown.
Most rent you also it needs to come from the
somewhere.
Yes.
Then I'll imagine we will be past you. I know I've moved out, but then again I rent. Angalore.
I feel like Ali when they was on Kala Wompa, but it's going to Wompa.
What is Yani? Ngeso magenzi zero bwe kuno meso mari mwagula.
Yeah.
Mwana ngati nzopweka adikira kuli zulukanike kai.
So then the benefit is more like breathing space, eh?
More room, let me focus on this. Please just acknowledge Gudi. Simzinas Zingo Jidiga because of the situation we're in. Kuma, it's not my wish to be there because no one didn't da to kulana.
Maybe that's what our parents meant when they said Gudi. Pasafika jina gozango zoeka gurundu funandi sangu. Indeed, tafika tu.
Ado zoeka. Ora of course.
Of course.
Tafika jina ga of course something for you to want to move out.
Come yeah, I think maybe that's what they meant. I think for me, I can relate to that benefit. Wait, are there other benefits?
Other benefits? I think that's pretty much it. Kunago umagagula weka. Kunago umagagula weka moto.
I go my teach. Okay.
It
teaches you patience. Maybe that is the second one. Cause okay, I don't know about you, but then I feel like at the beginning, when especially you had been far Toya Idali, Neso had been far Toya Idali, and then now you're coming in this space whereby someone is telling you Savanga, it's easy for you to really, burst out in anger. But then also now you're an adult, you're controlling, you're like,
hey, man, I was going out. Dad, I'm sorry. I was really going out.
Yeah.
Now that Ndagura, I'm like, bro, this life is not gonna wait for me.
Yeah, it's not gonna wait for me.
I can be out of it. It's not really gonna wait for me. Every time it's the same people going.
Exactly.
Oh, so I really apologize to my dad if you're watching this. That means I need to find when I was
a child, I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. Now that I'm an adult, hey, recently I've been quoting Bible verses. I don't know why.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I am Babu.
I didn't. I am Babu. I have just been quoting them because I think verses nangowanga stick. Because I feel like there's certain things in the Bible, Zoguti, they make sense,
Certain?
Yeah, certain things.
Okay, but
apparently it's how you interpret them. Come here.
But let's not talk about the Bible.
Yeah. Hi, tipita kutali. Come now, okay, now mnanga when I talk, okay, my benefits. Because with every advantage, there's a disadvantage. You pay with your mental health. The moment, I don't know, one of my friends said that. The moment she said that, I am like, for real. For real.
So what do you think the problem is? What do you think the main problem is?
What is the main problem?
Is it like a generational thing? They know what's happening. Be like, there's still something. What do you think the main problem is?
I think for me, I've come to realize that number one, our parents want the best for us, and most of the times it comes out in ways that almost feels like it's controlling to you. Maybe for them it's care, because then maybe again that's how their parents were, and maybe that's how most of them maybe moved out at a young age. Maybe some, but some it was maybe because of circumstances. Anyways, it's not about our parents; it's about us. Komano, I think parents really underestimate when you go to uni as a kid. That is where you're starting to get your own identity. Where you're trying to see what your limits are, what you like, what you do not like, how you want to live your life, how your space. And most of the times, the way you want to live your life is quite different from the way your parents are expecting you to live your life. They're like, is easy. So instead of saying, this gives me fear because of A, B, C, D, or they're like, you know what? We should control this whole thing. And then when you're receiving it the way you're like, hey, this is too much. I feel like I can't breathe.
I'm overwhelmed. Hey, I'm overstimulated, right?
So, hey, yeah.
They got bridge communication. In any moment, so. Okay, like there are certain ways you can say something.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, there's a certain way you can actually say something. Kuma sometimes zikamajogera from experience. Nemuntu umuza gangabo sa kumva. You know what I mean? You get angry.
Yeah.
Let's say parents. Muna yosa na bangi kuma. It's always like stories from whoever they are now na bena bagi. They're like, hey, uncle wako anabanga easy. Anachira gudi. Anachira. Fine. But you can say it in another way.
Yeah.
My child, I want you to work hard. If you work hard, you're gonna achieve this. You see the communication there?
Yes.
Koma. This might happen to you. I'm telling you this because I love you and I don't want you to what?
I want to.
I'm enable.
Come on. I think also talking. I've never been a parent. I don't know how it feels to raise a parent of a young adult.
Mm.
But then myself being the person from the other side, I also feel like, number one, parents cannot save you from the pain. I think I recently also was telling my dad, I was like, it's gonna hurt you to have to see me in pain when something happens to me. But then life is painful sometimes. You cannot save me from that pain. The only thing you can just do is just be there for me and hope I'll climb from that situation. Come on, trying to control it. It's all about a headache. You get what I mean? Yeah. Hey.
Because you can't control my adolescence.
Yeah, because Panoba, I am also trying. You're also trying to find your way in that moment. But then I think maybe talking to your child as a friend, let's a collaborative way of communicating. Okay, my plan now, as you said it. What are your plans basically? What are your plans? And then now as a parent you're able to say now nice turn magut. And then now even yourself, because we have brains. We're not just living our life recklessly.
So how's the niggas miss?
Now don't
nigga.
Then we're gonna want to do then now also me as an adult I'll be thinking okay, if I still wanna do this and if I still want to go through the troubles of this, how are ways that I can try to tackle that problem that person faced? See
how can I provide a solution to the problem that I put to the table? What's that? Come on, it's your business. I got you.
Come on, so to an extent, okay, I don't want to say it Magani, but I think I'm gonna just say it as a way to. Yeah, I think also sometimes as an adult you need to trust that the decisions that you're making are good for you, even if your parents are disagreeing. I'm not saying good in pangemano, I am not saying good in mugangane, yeah, so good exchanging words. That leads nowhere other than you guys just clashing every time. And it doesn't help your peace of mind. As we said already, you're paying with your mental health. And now you're even extending it. No, like, who goes up with, you know what? Ndagumva mchami. Komeneni mankanza kuti ngoesa game akuti zikakanika basi zikanike bomo.
All I want is your trust.
It's your
trust. Yama kufanya nini makaguri muntu ulisa kubanga trust. It's like whatever you're doing you and zabuza basi. Mino organiza zo. Ndiwe mwanabe. So that's the problem.
Yeah. Because I think you had said something about generation. You need to go to that. That I think also has a play. Honestly.
Generation day, it's a big one.
Yeah.
Kumano,
I'm sure most of our parents are also shocked with the way the world is going. They're like,
last born because that's another generation.
That is another generation.
First born you, I want to say Nizina. They last born. Then one cause. Hey.
So yeah, I think it also has to do with generation. And these days there's so much out there, that's being shared. That's, you're picking in, like, especially on the internet or on TikTok. People are saying so many things. And I think if there's something that we can ask, we can tell parents is that there's a lot of information your kid is consuming every day. And maybe trying to understand what they're consuming will be easier for you to be able to advise them. But then advising without understanding zungoloya kupita uku, because then there's a particular situation men ndikubanga face. Come anyways, I digress. But yeah.
But yeah, I think there should be a better way of communicating it.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just the difference. Kuma olubanobo, so I even think about it, but okay, maybe if it was up to me, maybe I should have moved out sooner. Like after school. Fine, they shouldn't know some of these things. Come on, and I'm stressing them out. Let's say if I after uni, I was outside of the country, right? Straight up, I moved out, right? And I also go out with my friends. No. Them, they what? They don't.
They don't.
Yeah. But then since we're in the house, now I have to knock. At 2 a.m. I told them, they're anxious.
I guess that is also the downside.
Yeah, that's the downside.
It was different when you just go open the door, but then now I'm sure in their hearts they're even complaining.
You see? So I feel like as a dad now, I would straight up advise my son. What I say, Ugazamba is you have to what? Move out.
Yeah.
But is Sweden as one as me. I shouldn't be seeing this sense. Because at your age, my parents saw this and it changed their perspective of how they see me.
They do it. Oh, I mean, I would handle it differently.
Yeah. Maybe give him a house or something. Like, yo, go stay here.
If I have that money, which I am going to have.
Amen.
I would do that. But also, I think I would be like, okay, this is what you want to do. I want you to stay safe. But, we need to find a way. I do not get to wake up this early to do this, to do this. Okay, you need to find yourself. You need to find a plan. Don't do the plan here. If it's safe, hey, go do it. If it's not, I think for me, that's how I'd handle it.
Curfew?
Also, the curfew. Yeah, more like a curfew. But
now you've turned back to your parents. Now you're back.
Yeah, like I'll give a curfew. But then if you realize that you're really gonna stay late, you're gonna don't disturb me. I would have hoped to have wapanga plan if you but hey, also no, I don't know who you're going to sleep with.
Hey, you see? So when you put yourself in your parents' shoes, people
have been doing things in this house in other people's
move out. Maybe that's a better way of saying that, son. There's a house, Abba. What I'm gonna advise you is that it's like if you wanna do okay, what about exposure? Like one thing you've actually noticed about exposure. Although before I left for uni, I don't have much exposure because I was always indoors. Now that I got out, I'm like, wait. No one to time me, no curfew. I'm free.
Yeah, but maybe we should just use this as a way to just motivate us, just move out. But at this point, that is the only solution. Because you can't argue. They
were not supposed to see. If you moved out,
there's literally nothing you can do. Because seriously, I really also do put myself in my parents' shoes. Because then, can you imagine having your house? You don't want anybody to be telling you what to do. That was your house. Because apparently that's how we grew up. You don't want anybody to, even when a guest comes in Bamud. And they wouldn't even say because you understand it's your space and you want your space to be treated a certain way. So I can't blame them. I cannot.
Parents are uzunguzani.
Yeah, I think with that, maybe what is one thing that you would like change in this whole thing?
One thing that I would change. Yeah. Currently,
what would make your living easier?
Money.
Shout out.
Money, right? Spoiling someone, that parents are just spoiling them here and there. Guys, let's do this. They'll feel some type of way. I mean,
oh my God,
they say it secretly. They say it. Mwende sare rugo maro. Mpena yo mano drama guys. Drama zisizimagwirika. Kunchiro. Kuti chabwino you want to provide for the family. Kuti ne I want to buy groceries yonchi. Kama mundu kaenda ronyinyiga. Uja uza with transport ili pati. That was what happens with me. So I can do it once, but I can't do it occasionally because I know, well, okay, I have to buy myself toiletries. You know what I mean? This month I'm not just buying groceries. Already, this has to feed me. Kabena kumugula sopo, ugula mafuta, ugula wogedi, ugula jan toiletries, guys. Drama zima pita.
Oh. Each time I think I do enter into game and I'm buying my own toilet. I get back to and I'm looking at how much, 40, 80. Ultimata 80,000.
Iwe, 80K.
And if there's one thing about me, I like to smell good, you guys. Oh my God.
Cologne.
I'll be splurging on
I see. You know, need my oils.
To my oil.
No Diddy.
Yeah, but thanks. You introduced me to those oils.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to them as well. Now, let me just be your ambassador, but we'll talk about that later. About that later.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They toiletries really spend a lot of money on them. If my work ndikana samuka sikuti ndikufuna kukhala kunokuya mbona ndikuumira. I don't have money.
And also
if I did.
But I feel like, okay, to be honest with me, I've been really looking at rents because for the past days I've just been doing research. I honestly feel like I could afford it, but then would I be panikizika? Yes. Are there some luxuries I would have to let go? Definitely.
Most definitely.
But then rent, if you're looking for a really good house, okay, you guys. No, we're talking about 200, 150. But I have since, I know, 250, you know?
Nyumba yangu amalizika kutali. Majinji. You're working in Lindi town.
Yeah. And then now you're thinking of transportation and everything. But then another way, you can find a roommate, a housemate. That one is always tricky because then there's some people with the sunga kalina.
Hey, you can say that again.
Yeah, so maybe if you're gonna go through that route, make sure it is somebody that you definitely know their character, and you know good in the long run.
And it's good to part ways with parents. Well, kakangana dugogo. Those hours of that guys in the Kubere. Muragangana God. Was back.
Peter Gonko. Yeah. Also, know how somebody handles my disagreements. Know how they like that space being kept. Are they respectful of your? Yeah, I think those are the things. Because you can find a roommate. What would you do? Now you're even more stressed than you were at home.
Hey, tell me about it. I had one in uni. Guys, time I say sir. I would just say somebody you will see some of it in the middle. It will stay like that for a week. Why can't we just find someone to just clean for us?
You pay. You pay. You pay.
Remember? Why? I say, I'm still a young man. Like, I can clean.
Kuti iweyo panga peza muntu udaza pange
kama lazima clean nambari yako ya please ubesa organize.
Anyways,
I think we've done that.
Yeah, the Nazambidi, but with that saying, is moving out the only way to stay independent, or are there any other ways to stay with your parents and also have that, I guess, peace of mind, that type of freedom that you're looking for?
Funny is, I feel like we said what we said. Papel.